Don't know where I'm going with this. It is in the evening time and my mind is going far, far away from my head. Anyway, sorry for the weirdness. I hope I didn't wake you up, or hope I'm not putting you to sleep, unless you want me to put you to sleep, in which case I will oblige you. Just listen to me for 2 seconds and you'll be snoring and snoozing. Anyways, I am Foxman, or michaelalfox, call me what you will. You know, people have preferences, of course. And this is the first video in Foxman Plays the Escapists. So I recently tried to start another LP series, Foxman Plays The Wolf Among Us, but I decided to actually abandon that after only one video, and that's because that video was my first time playing the game itself, and I quickly realized that I would much prefer to play the game, at least for the first time, just by myself, off camera. There are certain games that just I find don't lend themselves to a series, or at least don't lend themselves for me personally to doing a series. You know, there's certain games, people have different styles and stuff, and they want to play different types of games in front of people and maybe not in front of people. So I think I have come to the conclusion that The Wolf Among Us is something I'm going to just enjoy on my own, because it's a story-based game and it doesn't really allow me that much time to talk for extended periods of time, which is a huge issue for motivation for me to play video games and like record them, because it gives me a chance to talk about shit and just get stuff off my chest sometimes, and I don't like to necessarily be interrupted by the game itself when I do that. So after 2.5 hours of playing The Escapist, it's the game for me. It's gonna be good for a little series, even though it's an alpha. You can see up here it's an alpha version. It's got enough content and enough polish and all that stuff that I actually feel that it's gonna be fun to play for a little bit. I do not know what is going to be added into the game over the next little while. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. I mean, if they add more stuff, great, but as far as I'm concerned, there's enough stuff in it right now to keep myself and hopefully you guys entertained for the next little while. The Escapists is developed by Moldy Tooth Studios, and then the publisher is Team 17. You may know Team 17 as the developer behind the Worms games, you know, Worms Armageddon and stuff like that. They've been doing that series for what, like 2 decades or something. Great games, classic games, but it's kind of nice to see them get involved in something that isn't Worms based, even though they are the publisher in this instance. From what I played of The Escapists thus far, good. It's a good game. You know, it's like $10 on Steam right now while it's in alpha. So, you know, sit back, watch this video. I think it may even be enough for you to be like, yeah, I want to get it, or no, I just want to watch it, or like neither A or B, or it's like C, I don't want anything to do with it, or michaelalfox. So, if that's the case, I'm sorry for you. Not really. Actually, you know what? I'm proud for you, because you're like, I know what I want to spend my time on, and it's not this, or I know what I want to spend my time on, it is this. Either way, you know what you want to do, and that's like the first step in the battle. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna save this rambling for the actual game, and all that good stuff. Let's just get to the game. So I'm gonna do a new game. Overwriting my old game, which is fine, because the past 40 minutes I was trying to record an episode and I had an audio error, not in the game itself, on my other computer where I'm actually recording this audio. I know, I'm using 2 computers for this, crazy. But anyways, we can, I think this is how we give ourselves a name, but I don't like that. I like the names that you can, you know, be provided. So this guy's Lifer. He's in for life. Young Buck. You know, I kind of like him. He reminds me of Tweener from Prison Break, if you've ever watched that. I haven't watched the whole series. I did watch the first few seasons, and it just got worse and worse and worse. Mainly because it was only ever supposed to be like a 1-season show, from what I heard. But then that's like stupid. It's like who wants to do one season of a show? So then they started stretching it out, but it was just like ludicrous because the first season, the premise of it was pretty crazy to begin with. They were like, all right, like maybe he could do that, maybe he could do that, but like, you know, the fact that he's done this and this and this and this and this and this and all these things are falling into place is a little crazy. But, you know, it was still enjoyable. I enjoyed watching with people in my dorm room back in university in first year. It was great. Anyways, I'm not going to be tweener, even though he's got a nice head of hair. It's nice. Old timer. I like old timer. A little experienced. He's the kind of guy you want to make friends with, an old dude in prison, because you know they're less likely to shank you or just to like brute force beat your skull in with their fists or something. And he also reminds me of DB Cooper. Again, kind of reference to, well, real life, but also to Prison Break. You know, they've got a DB Cooper character. Billy Goat, I don't know, he just looks like a clown to me. I know that's supposed to be a goatee or something. Maybe a really big toothbrush mustache, but he just seems like a pedophile to me for some reason. A total clown. So now, we got Frosif. Frosif was the guy that I was in my very first excursion in this game when I was learning the ropes. He's a great guy. Really solid, but he's a little too innocent, okay? He's a little too naive. Tango, he's just like, I'm a Marine, Tango down. And I don't know if that was like British or whatever it was, and I don't think, like, they're not even the Marines. Like, what is like the British military unit equivalent to the Marines? I don't know. Look up whatever, I forget what it is, but like the Danish, they're like equivalent to the Marines is they're like spec ops or whatever. They're like high level, like get shit done dudes without you knowing about it. Have really cool like costumes. They look awesome. I shouldn't say costumes. What do you call it? Like, not even outfit doesn't. It's like what? Not armor, but like with their getup. You know, it's slick. Anyways. Maru, I don't know what his deal is. I don't know. I'm gonna be old timer. Let's do it. DB Cooper. We've got at least in the alpha thus far, there are 2 prisons we can select from. And they have a ranking for difficulty. Center Perks is easy. It's like a minimum security type deal, which is nice, I suppose. And then we've got First Peak Correctional, and it's moderate. So I imagine when the game is all, you know, done up or in beta or near the end of alpha, whatever it may be, or the final game, they'll have more. There's probably going to be a maximum security, which is going to be insane. But we're going to start with the Center Perks. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Alright, I'm going to read this out just in case you're not actually looking directly at the screen. Maybe you're on the other side of the room and you're just listening, or I don't know, maybe you just don't want to read it yourself and you want to hear me read it for you. Who cares? I'm going to read it, alright? Dear old timer, comma, welcome to Center Perks, hyphen, the most comfortable low security prison in the country, period. Sorry. On behalf of all the staff here, we wish you a happy and relaxing visit! Exclamation point! Should you get bored of the complimentary cable TV, we pride ourselves in many other engaging activities around the world. I feel like there should be a comma after TV. But there's a period after grounds, which is, it's good. Signed, Warden Patrick Garrett. I'm pretty sure the warden's name, there's like a set amount of names and they kind of, it's randomly picked for each playthrough. Kind of nice, I suppose. Patrick Garrett. I feel like Patrick Garrett is probably somebody, like a reference to some real person, perhaps, maybe, but I don't get it. I don't get it. Or it could just be completely made up, I'm not sure. Alright, F1. We're going to look at the basic controls, and they are indeed basic. There's not a lot to learn. It's pretty quick to get right into it. Move around with WASD. Standard operating procedure for most games. Space is going to toggle combat mode, so if we want to, you know, drop some fisticuffs, we can do that. We just got to press space to engage in combat mode, so when we click on somebody, we're like punching them instead of trying to talk to them. Left mouse is how we interact, target, and use and move items. Right mouse is going to allow us to pick up and drop items, as well as view the profiles of other inmates, so you can kind of see their characteristics. If they have stuff for sale, you can. That's how you go in to buy the stuff or give them stuff, all that goodness. We're gonna check that out shortly. Alternating Q and E is what we need to do while we're working out. That's how you increase your strength or speed stat. We'll again get to that later. And then we use Q to recruit or dismiss buddies. This is actually the one thing I haven't tried to do yet in the past 2.5 hours of play, so possibly I'll get into it in this video, but it's more likely going to be something I'm going to delve into in subsequent videos. So anyways, pretty simple there, but you press F1 at any time, it's going to pop up. Prison life is all about routines. By sticking to them, keep the guards off your back while you put together an escape plan. Alright, routine. Let's start. So we get up, just walk through the door, it opens up. You can see in the bottom right here, we've got the time, it's got the day, and then it's telling you like what you should be doing, or you know, should not be doing, I guess, sort of. So morning roll call. They're gonna be checking Joshua and Hunter's cells. They say that pretty much every morning they're gonna check somebody's cell at random. It's important because hot tub. When they check your cells, if there's contraband, they're gonna take that shit away. And you don't want that because sometimes it takes a while to get the contraband, and that's the kind of stuff that's going to help us escape the prison. So there are means by which you can hide items and things, but again, that's not something you can just do from day one. You've got to sort of work up to that. So anyways, it's breakfast time. Gonna get a nice tray. We're gonna sit down. Oh, you took my seat. Anyways, if you are fatigued, food is something that we're reducing. We're not fatigued, we're at 0%, which is good. But if we're higher, this is one of the things that's going to reduce it, which is awesome. Because if you're too fatigued, you can't learn and work out and all these other things. So, I clicked on one of the guys who had a green exclamation point above their head. That just basically means they have a favor request. And we've got 3 options here. We can say, yeah, sure, I'll do it. No, way in hell. Or maybe I'll think about it. I never do the maybe. I'm sure I'll try it at some point, but I'm like a straight up yes or no sort of dude. I don't like leaving people on the fence, because to me that's like almost the worst answer. Like, are you gonna do it or not? Like, you know, I don't want to be waiting around forever and then you just don't do it when I could, you know, then I would have just gone and done it myself, or like got somebody else to do it who would have given me a hard yes. You know, I can, that makes sense. Anyways, Martin says, I've been tailing a thieving rat for days and worked out his routine. Distract the guards and next dinner for me so I can check his stash. So if we do this, he's going to pay us 25 bucks, which is a decent amount of money for a favor. Problem is, it means we're probably going to take heat from the guards. And you can see here, right now we have 0 heat. We get above a certain amount of heat. I don't know if it's like 80 or 85%, and they're just gonna beat our ass until we lose some of that heat, which means we're gonna run about, and it just gets difficult. So for me, I'm, you know, old timer. He likes to be patient. He likes to lay back a little bit. I'm not saying he's a goody-goody, but he's a little more sneaky about some of the stuff. So I'm gonna pass on this. All right, I'm gonna pass on this one. We got some more here. Samuel finally found out who's been snitching on me to the warden. Distract the guards on next midday roll call for me so I can reward him. You forgot a period there, buddy. 23 bucks, same basic request as the other guy. No. Also, Samuel, like all the names of the inmates, they change from one playthrough to the next. It's kind of nice. The last playthrough, Rory was the main troublemaker, always trying to beat me up. And sometimes successfully. I didn't like him. So I'm not sure who's going to be the guy who's going to try and make me his bitch. But there will be at least one, if not more. So we just got to keep a lookout. Better not be you, Samuel, because I'm saying no. Alright, Hunter. That thieving rat. Alexander stole my candle. I want it back ASAP. These are the ones I actually like to do. Payout isn't as high, but it's fairly easy to avoid getting heat from the guards and all that stuff. So I'm gonna say okay, because I want to make some cash. Henry, Officer Noah thinks he has VIP access to my cell desk. Go lay him out for me and I'll pay you. You want me to beat up an officer for 24 bucks? I'm gonna get sent to solitary for that shit. No thanks. And Adam, Alexander's curiosity has landed him at the top of my beatdown list. Want to earn some cash? No. Alright, these guys with the pot of gold, I'm not sure if that's actually a pot of gold. Could be a sack or something. Anyways, that means they're selling something. Or some things. Also, I right-clicked on there instead of left-click on Joshua. So it pulls up his stats and all that stuff. You can see in brackets if he has a job and what it would be. Of course, he's unemployed because he's a piece of shit. Just joking. J. Smith OT, I love you. This is Josh. Like Joshua, Josh Smith. Like that, yeah. He's in prison with me. I'm old-timer. But really, I'm michaelalfox. You can see their stats. So he's got strength. Like, he's pretty strong. We start with 29 strength, speed, and intelligence. He's got 45. He's fast too. He's really fast. He's got like that drunken strength and speed. You know how like you feel like you're stronger and faster when you're drunk? Josh is drunk right now. That's why he's unemployed. He lost his job because he wasn't meeting his quota. And of course he's not as smart, you know. Big deal. He's still smarter than I am right now, but that's gonna change in a day or two. And then opinion. Opinion is what they think of you. Josh loves me. I love Josh. So 75 out of 100 isn't bad. I think it could be better, given, you know, that I put my finger in his butt one time. That's not something I just do. Yeah, like I can raise the opinion by giving him stuff. So you can see this tab here. I could give him some money. I only have 10 bucks right now. I'm not going to give him any. Or I could give him an item. Certain things like a turkey leg or a chocolate bar or a nudie mag or something like that. He'll be like, oh, thanks, dude. Or if I do him favors, that'll be cool. But if I beat him up, which I could do, I don't want to do it, but I could. Actually, he would beat me up right now, but that would lower it. So I like him. But what is he selling? He's got a step ladder. He's got a tube of super glue. He's got a roll of duct tape, and he's got a flashlight. And you see there, flashlight says 100%. Certain items have a durability. The more you use them, the more it wears down. I personally haven't used a flashlight yet. My guess is that it's going to help us see in the dark. But there are other items like screwdrivers or files and things of that nature that kind of allow you to work your way into other areas of the prison that you would otherwise not be allowed to go or have access to, at least without those tools. But of course they wear down somewhat quickly, so you have to buy them several times or find them, however you choose to do that. You also see here, like, the roll of duct tape is red. Not the duct tape itself, but the text there is red. Flashlight is green. The tube of super glue is green. Step ladder is red. Red means it's contraband. You get caught with it on your person, you're done, son. Not really, you just go to solitary. But that's not cool because that takes a few days. It means, you know, you're not earning money. It means other shit is going down. Your stats are going to go down a little bit, I believe, over those few days. So, you know, it's just you don't want to get caught with it. Also, you'll lose it. And you can see here prices, 45 bucks, 23. Some stuff gets very expensive, like upwards of $100, maybe more. Actually, I'm not sure if anything costs more than $100. Not that I've seen yet. But anyways, you know, you just got to be careful with this stuff. Because if you go through a detector, it's going to detect this stuff, and then your heat is going to skyrocket. Anyways, I can't afford anything, but it's nice to know what he's got. And these items and things that people have for sale will change on a daily basis. Henry is the mailman. I want to be the mailman. He's a pretty smart guy. Doesn't like me all that much. See, he's smart. That he doesn't like me because he's smart. He's like, this guy, this old timer, he's up to something. He's out of range, so I can't actually see. I can just get up, though, and see. I'm not at my table, so I'm not reducing my fatigue if I needed to reduce it, but it's at 0%. 0 is good. I mean, that's good. So I don't need to be sitting there eating. He's got step ladder as well, a guard outfit, which is something I can get myself because I work in the laundry right now, so I don't, you know, it's not worth spending 59 bucks on it. Got a length of rope. It's got durability as well. Haven't used that at this point. Haven't even bought it at this point in the previous, 2.5 hours. And a bag of cement. I don't quite understand why a bag of cement is perfectly normal to have, even in a minimum security facility. It just, like, oh, this guy's, he's got a bag of cement. Carry on. Like, I would be a little suspicious. Like, I could build a set of steps or something so I could get up to some high point, or I don't know, maybe I could just mix it with some water and pour it down your throat. I could do it. Maybe. Okay. Shit. What's going on? Standing on desk, other units shows you the ventilation system. Yeah. We'll see that later. Morning free period. Okay. I could go work out right now if I wanted to. There's a period later where we're allowed to work out, like an exercise time. So I'm just going to save that for then. Right now, my priority is just increasing my intelligence. Intelligence is required to follow certain craft recipes or craft notes. And furthermore, it's necessary to get different jobs. Working laundry is like your basic bitch if you do laundry. That's why you start out doing laundry. It doesn't take that much intelligence. You put dirty clothes in, take the clean clothes out, put them in a bin. That's easy. To work in the metal shop and some of the other stuff, you need to be a little smarter. And it'll tell us what level of intelligence we need on the job postings. Of course, we can't apply for a job if it doesn't have vacancy. To get a vacancy, you just basically look at who is currently, in that position or has that job, and you can interfere with them. Probably, shank them or whatever, or just like make it so they miss their quota. You'll see soon-ish when we actually have to go to our job, you have a quota. As long as you meet that quota for the day, it's cool. If you don't meet it, like, we're gonna lose our job. Anyways, this is my seat. Just remember that, boys. Josh, what do you want, buddy? Finally found out who's been snitching on me to the warden. Distract the guards. The next evening roll call for me. Roll call for me so I can reward him. Normally I wouldn't do this, and I'm still not committed to it. But it is Josh. I almost feel like I should do it. Sorry, buddy, I can't do it right now. Henry earned himself a beating. No, I'm not beating up anybody. Okay. Oh, he's got a baton. Yeah, you don't want to get caught with that. I don't want to buy it. What else we got here? You can see how me eating is now, it's reducing my fatigue. You can see the little lightning-ish icon just floating up and away. So if I moved away from the table with this food, I'm not eating. You can only eat it at the table, so then my fatigue wouldn't go down. This guy's carrying a sock mace. This is not like a standard. Like, I can find a sock, but you can't use it as a weapon. You gotta craft it. As far as I know from past experience, you can get the craft note for. There's the sock and soap bar, pretty standard. And there's another one, I thought, sock and something else. I think it was, battery. I think it's battery as well. Battery hurts more. It does more damage, but batteries are harder to come by than soap. But regardless, you still need the note. You can't just take the two items and craft them. I don't think. Pretty sure I've tried that in the past. Maybe it wasn't an actual recipe. I could be mistaken, but... Or it could be that I didn't have high enough intelligence. Anyways, I will try crafting some stuff later once I have my intelligence up, just to see if you can craft things as long as you know the recipe in your head. It might be just one of those things you don't need the note, but unless like if you haven't played the game and you don't know the recipes and stuff like that, you need to find out somehow. So rather than just like blind luck and like endlessly combining shit, they allow you to find notes. And eventually when you play through enough, you're gonna like find all the notes. Not necessarily one playthrough, but combining several playthroughs. Anyways, let's see what this... Nothing to sell. Then why was I... whatever. Clark, it seems Joshua's acts of friendship lately were just to cover to get his hands on my poster. Josh, why are you stealing posters? I'm gonna take it back. Josh, you can't steal posters, buddy. It's not worth it. Hunter, officially Leroy jacked my comb shiv earlier. I want it back. First of all, this is gonna blow your mind. So there's a guy here somewhere. His name's Alexander, and this guy's Leroy. Those are both my middle names. Although Leroy should just be one E. I don't know why they put two E's. That's just silly. So I myself and like, it's like they took me and split me up into multiple people. And I have to be in prison with them. That's not good. Leroy is like another old timer name. That actually should be my name. It shouldn't be old timer. It should be Leroy. Anyways, I'm not dealing with the officer. No. Find me a paperclip and I'll make it worthwhile. Sure. They're not that uncommon, so I can probably... Oh, he's out of range, of course. Martin, what do you got, buddy? File. I really want the file. File is important. Like once we get up into the vents and stuff, file is going to help us get through a lot of the barriers. A bit overcooked. Don't complain. I'd rather be overcooked than undercooked. You don't want salmonella, dude. That shit is not fun. Alright. Hunter. Alright, bad egg. I'm keeping an eye on you. Shit. Oh shit, he's got a file. Alright, I'm gonna go and put this in my thing before I go through metal detectors and stuff. You see how I got some heat there? I didn't do anything, but because I was involved, you know, it generates a little bit of heat. If I fought back, it would have been really bad. So I'm putting the file in there for now, because if I have it on my person and I go to work, I'm gonna be going through this metal detector, and it would beep like crazy, and they'd be like, what? Anyways, we pick up our things from the dirty bin, and then 1, 2, oopsies, you can only do one at a time. Then we wait for it to finish, pick them up, and then we go and put the clean ones in there. I'm just gonna come back here, 3 and 4, and you can see as we go, it fills up our job quota. Well, once we put the clean clothes in, you have to complete the cycle. So let's just do that, and then excuse me, once we meet our quota, we can go and basically do whatever we want. You can see 6 filled it up so much, so I think 4 is gonna be good enough. Let's do, oopsies, what, get out of here, you fudger. 3, 4, actually gonna get one more. I'm keeping one of these guards uniforms for myself while I still work in laundry, so let's do actually 2, hey, 2, 3, what the fudge? Oh, that's why. 4, 5, 3 has to get cleaned. That's why I couldn't put the clean one in there. Here we go, 2. This thing is gonna go off like crazy in 2 seconds. Watch. All right, 98% heat. Don't. Oh God, I got spotted. I gotta hide for a while. It's the exercise period too, which means if I'm not there. Oh, okay. I just gotta put it in my cell quickly. Oops. No, don't flush it. Don't flush it because I want to keep it. They're gonna beat my ass, but at least I'm actually gonna wait for my heat to go down a bit because I don't even want them to beat me. But I don't know what the threshold is. I think it might be 80%. Oh, alright, because I skipped out on the exercise. They're all like, what the hell? So I'll just take the beating. And they took $5. That's the other thing. It's like, so I'm fine, like, my health is back, but I did lose $5, so that's not cool. Employment officer. Okay, job, I'll show you this stuff right now. Metal shop, there's a vacancy. But our task of creating license plates for sale on the outside. Use the sheet metal on the print press to create a license plate. Place completed plates back in the assigned container. You see, when I go to assign, you need at least 70 intellect to apply for this job, so your application has been declined and filed neatly away down my toilet. Spend some time in the library and smarten up, boy. The other thing is, say I did have the 70 intellect or more. If I have guard heat, they won't let you apply for jobs while you have a high heat. It's basically, you know, they want you to be a nicely behaved boy. Alexander, yeah, I'll take. See, Alexander, you're causing trouble, buddy. Pack playing cards and yeah, sure, I'll do that at some point. Oh, hey, what do you want, Hunter? No. Oh, I can't take any more favors yet. All right, whatever, that's fine. Get my food, get my seat. I'm gonna take a real sip of water. My throat is getting sore. Oh, that's good. All right. Ooh, Raphael's a sweet name. All right, that's right. What do I gotta do again? Retrieve Hunter's candle from Alexander. Retrieve Clark's poster from Josh. Find a paperclip. Retrieve Henry's roll of paper. Find a pack blanket. All right. The things I can do pretty easily. This is where our crafting notes, once we learn, that's where they go. But I don't have any yet. So, you can see one down here, actually. But to get in there is going to take some wizardry. It's all locked up and whatnot. So, yeah, now. I'm actually going to leave now because I just ate my meal. You see, my heat went up 10% because I left. Oh, shit. Evening free time. Alright, now it's fine. But, you know, you don't want to generate a lot of heat. You just don't want to do it. I'm going to try and steal some stuff. I was going to go work my brain on the computer, but for now, I will... Josh... or retrieve Henry's roll. So Alexander's probably got two things. Let's find his... Here we go. You know, 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe. It might be on his person. So, oh, actually, both of these things are... Candle. I'm going to take... toilet paper. So, both that's easy. So, I just got some money. I'm up to $79. Dirty inmates. I'm going to take the bar of chocolate, actually. I'll take that as well. I don't really need it, but if I find a sock later, you know, I'll try and do the combined. Josh, he's right next to me too. This is great. Oh, he's carrying the poster on himself. So what I have to do is get the guards to beat him up because I can't beat him up because he's stronger than me. I'm sorry, Josh. All right, Martin, what do you got? I just want to see if there's any. I'll take the jar of ink. I gotta be careful with this. If they catch me in here, I'm gonna get in shit. Or like, if they catch me stealing stuff anyways. I don't know what the ink does. I just feel like at some point it's gonna be useful. Oopsies, nope. You can flush contraband down the toilet if you get caught. If they don't catch you with it, you didn't do anything wrong. And there are some more up here. Clark, Griswold. I'll take his razor blade. I'm gonna take the talcum powder. I'm gonna take the pack of mints because I can give the mints to somebody later, and they'll be like, "Oh, thanks, buddy. You just made me feel happy." You got nothing good. I'm surprised I'm getting so much work done in stealing stuff. Hunter. Playing cards. I'm gonna take more mints. You can see some of the stuff is just like basic and pretty common. Sure. Infirmary. Wait, medical. So there's probably some good stuff in there, like sleeping pills or medicine or whatever. I don't know. It's just none of this is really contraband, so I don't have to hide it. So we only get so much space. We can't put stuff on the floor in here, but some cell guards are like those assholes that come and take your shit. So you know, you don't want to leave it out in the open if you don't have to. What else? Find a pack of playing cards for Alexander. Didn't I just find? Sweet. Now we just gotta find Alexander and give it to him. Free time is almost done. That's Hunter. Where's Alexander? Don't remember exactly what he looked like. Joshua. Josh? I didn't know Josh was black. I'm sorry. He got a skin graft. Oh, it's evening roll call. Oh, I'll probably run into Alexander here then. Clark. It's Alexander. Oh, there he is. Give you this. There you go, buddy. 20 bucks. Totally worth it. See, I got $99. That's good. Look out for a lighter. Can you get me one? I'll keep a lookout. That's not too uncommon. My flashlight's done. A vanishing act, and I suspect Raphael's to blame. Okay. Fine. Plan to teach someone a lesson during... No, I don't want to do that. I paid Raphael good money for a flashlight, and he never delivered. Get it for me. Sure. Didn't I already, like... Retrieve Hunter's flashlight from Raphael. Retrieve Alexander's flashlight. How many... Raphael, do you have some kind of flashlight fetish? Maybe he's got a flashlight fetish. I don't even know. Oh, he's got a lighter. I'm just gonna buy that. I can find those, but I just don't even wanna... I don't even wanna wait. Who wanted it again? Oh, Josh. Josh, you wanna smoke some doobies or something? What's the deal? He's got a hammer. That's why he's so strong. Alright, his opinion is 55 right now. And he's unemployed. He used to like me 75. Now he likes me 55. What's the matter? You couldn't like me 14 more? Here, let's see what that does. 73. Ah, you couldn't like me 4 less, you jerk. Whatever. That's fine. Your knees. Alright, just let me go to bed. Let me go to bed. Alright, let's go to bed. Okay. I don't need to do anything. Let's just go to sleep. Save and sleep till morning. So I really would like to keep going, but I've actually just played this for a total of like 3 hours or something like that. And it saves at the end of the day. So this is a good stopping point, I feel like, for now, for the first episode. There's more stuff to show you, which of course I'm going to be jumping into over the next few days. I don't plan to do 1 day in game equals 1 episode for future episodes. Like, I'll probably do, you know, 2 or 3 days or more. It could be 10 days per episode in some instances when I get really into it, because I am enjoying this game a fair bit so far. Just for the first episode, I just wanted to get it out there, see what you guys think and all that good stuff. And yeah, so anyways, come back. I'll have another episode for y'all tomorrow. And yeah, that's about it. So this is great. I'm actually really happy that we've got Leroy and Alexander in here for whatever odd reason, and Josh as well. That's great. That's really, really great. I feel like Northern Lion is going to be the warden or something, and Nick is probably the employment officer guy. Anyways, fun game. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it is on Steam. Right now, you can get the early access for like 10 bucks. So, you know, you are the master of your own decisions. Decide if you want to pay 10 bucks for this game right now, and it's alpha state. Maybe you want to wait a little while. Maybe you want to watch a little more me. Maybe you just don't even want to get the game at all. You know, it's your call. It's your call. Anyways, again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know, you can always give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I like feedback, good or bad. It helps me grow as a person and all that stuff. So anyways, I will see you in the next episode, and until then, peace out.